Number one reason I see ad campaigns fail in Google, Meta, TikTok, wherever, is lack of budget. It's kind of frustrating because you know the old saying, you have to have money to make money. It's true to a certain degree, but it's not just that. It's that you have to have enough money to see that it works in the case of advertising online. Because most people, they are like, they're scared, understandably. They're like, I don't want to invest this money and find out it's not going to work. The problem is their initial budget for ads, like whatever it is, and this is totally dependent on the competitiveness of the market and the scope, geographically, local, national, whatever. So I can't speak, the numbers are going to change, but let's just say it's like a local business that's, no, actually, let's say a national business is spending a couple thousand a month, right? But in their field, they really need to spend more than that. They need to spend like $3,000 or $4,000 a month to start really seeing results where they're getting enough results coming in that they're making money, they're generating that positive ROI that we're all looking for. And then they're like, oh, and then what we can do is we can start scaling it. We can say, okay, we know what's working, because you know what you're buying? When you buy ads, you're buying data. You might not think of it that way, but you're passing data through a system. You're buying traffic, you're firing it through a funnel, and then you're getting an output, which is data, results. And from those results, an intelligent marketer who knows what they're doing will say, ooh, we've unlocked where we can make more money. And that is really what you're getting. And once you have that, you can then know where to scale. Most businesses never spend enough money to find out that data to know where things are going to work. So what usually happens, this is usually the epitaph of, or the, I should say more like the headstone of every dead marketing campaign, is they spent just enough money to kind of get some stuff going, but not really enough to win. And then they decided, it doesn't work, and they pull the plug. And admittedly, it means you would have had to have spent more money, but you would have gotten over that hump where you're actually getting visible. You're actually beating competitors out. You're getting shown enough, and you're getting conversions through the funnel, and you're making money. And when people see that and they're getting a positive ROI, once you get to that point, it usually is just like, let's scale, right to the point where it's going to max out, because everything has a finite limit. But that's basically where you want to be. And so once you get there, you'll never look back. But most people never get there because they're not willing to spend the money. And it's kind of, as I've said before, it's like the person who swims halfway across the lake and then turns around because it's too far to get to the other side. If you're going to go in and run ad campaigns, go in with a competitive budget. Don't half rear end it and then say, these ads don't work.